You gotta have, like, in games, you gotta have, oh, I destroy this entire game. And then, like, maybe a couple games later, some gods come into the lobby and destroy your ass. You know? That's I'm fine with, because at least that gets to the fun in an extent.
You know what I really hate? Speaking of like multiplayer, is games with like permadeath multiplayer.
Permadeath? Oh, like Rainbow?
Yeah, I was gonna say more like Counter-Strike, but I think Rainbow does it too. Where if
Rainbow does it too.
Yeah, you die. If you die in a round, you gotta wait till the next round.
That's in pretty much every game that has like the search and destroy feature.
Yeah, I just like when I was playing Counter-Strike for the first time.
Oh.
I never got a chance to kill everybody because I got one shot from a window from some guy who's probably been playing it for 30 years.
And the thing about Rainbow and some other games like maybe Counter-Strike is that Counter-Strike, you have the ability to have any weapon you want.
Yeah, well, yeah,
and
you gotta.
And you're not restricted by level access or anything like that.
Yeah.
Even in Siege, that's the same thing.
You're restricted by like how much money you collect in game, but yeah.
Actually, Rainbow fixed that. Rainbow used to you used to have to buy attachments for certain weapons. Now you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to buy attachments with like the in-game currency. So it's all free to you. And I had to say, even though at sometimes there is points where Rainbow is frustrating, but it is fun and it makes me want to come back to it sometimes.
Sometimes.
Games like Overwatch and Call of Duty, they're frustrating as hell to play. And like, I even bought the new Cold War crap, whatever. I played that for a couple months, and then I just got bored of it.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't very good. You know?
It wasn't. Multiplayer was not fun because instead of skill-based, it was performance-based matchmaking, is what people were theorizing. And performance-based is not whether or not you win a game or lose a game, which was the last game for Modern Warfare's base. It was how well you did. And my KD was like a 1.7. So I got tiered up with people who had a 1.7 KD.
Look! The Reapers are pulling people right off the street!
Kill all. Oh my god, there's 2 conduits.
Yeah, from what you said, it probably just sounds better to just have completely random matchmaking and not specific people from certain types, you know?
And it makes sense, too, at that point, because, you know, even at random matchmaking, you'll get people who are bad at you equally, and people who are better than you equally. And it's not just this thing where it's literally some people teetering on the level of a little bit worse than you and more better than you.
83%.
A lot of games I have on PC that are multiplayer, it lets you choose like servers specifically. So it would be nice if they did that instead.
Server like Battlefield,
Like
Battlefield
you see, like, oh, they're playing this map and it's got this many people, you know, and then you just click on that, and that's the lobby you join.
Man, which was really funny, I went into Battlefield 4 recently and I was like, having actually quite a bit of fun, but I just kind of forgot about it because they're like some people were sweat, but like some of them were just
one of the peers.
Chilling and having fun.
Can you scare them away?
Wait a minute, this is the same guy that had the brother who was kidnapped. Remember?
He's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he deals with a lot of shit, like all the way across town too. Yeah.
Out of the way.
Speaking of multiplayer games, was there ever like there was like a single player game you ever played that had a multiplayer mode you never got to try? Because I got a ton of those.
Damn.
Because, okay.
There were a few games like that, I can't.
Ratchet and Clank 3 for me.
Oh, that's exactly the one I was thinking too.
Yeah, I always wanted to do multiplayer, and I'd just play it by myself because I didn't know anybody who played that game.
Yeah, it was LAN party too.
Yeah, you could play LAN on PS2, but I didn't know what the hell that meant.
Me neither.
Back then, so I didn't do that.
Sly Cooper multiplayer.
Yeah,
That too.
yeah, that doesn't look as fun to me, but I'd like to try it, like with another person. I'll have to find somebody on the street and hold them up at gunpoint for that. Kevin?
What?
Huh?
What?
Don't say shit like that. That's weird shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. Forgive me for saying something totally ludicrous. So, we never do that on this channel.
Stop looking at me.
No. Why don't you stop judging me?
That guy's judging me right now.
Oh shit, beat the shit out of him, man.
No.
Don't let somebody judge you.
I'm just kidding.
Poor guy.
But I can kill you, though.
Just gonna let you know that I can murder you, but I ain't gonna to. That's not a word. Why am I speaking?
I think if you do maybe one more of the good side missions, you're kind of on the tutoring point of getting to the next level.
Yeah.
The Reapers are poisoning our water. They're on the roof. Will you please help us?
No.
Yes.
If you just said no to...
No, I'm not gonna help you. I'm busy.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I think this game gives you a lot more karma choices in side missions than they do in inFamous 2.
This
So
game
that-
really uses the DualShock vibrations really well. It gives you enough feedback that you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing something.
I'm killing people with electricity.
That kind of reminds me of something that Metal Gear Solid did. It was kind of meta, though. One of the characters is like, "Okay, I'm gonna heal you. Put your controller on your arm. I'm gonna stimulate your the nanobots in your system to make you feel pleasure or something."
What?
Yeah.
Put that up to my crotch.
Oh.
Well.
Oh yeah, this new technique we just got.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, Josh. Thoughts? Are you able to hear me right now, speaking?
Yes, now.
Okay, well, Metal Gear Solid 1, this person's healing your bullet wound, and the game tells you to put the controller on your arm so it vibrates when you heal.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
that's a PS1 game using DualShock.
Yeah, I'm glad they've...
Isn't that this... Forgive me of this, but I don't remember. Isn't that like one of those same like types of deals where they did like the Psychomanus?
Yeah,
Is
that's in the
that
same game. Yeah, same
Okay.
game, yeah. Where
So
he's
that-
like, I'm going to move your controller with my will. And it happens. I mean, like, I know a lot of people don't like Metal Gear Solid, but it did a lot of cool shit like that.
Yeah, I admire it for that. I'm not a huge fan of the series, but I do admire what it brought to gaming.
Yeah, it's got a lot, there's a lot of stuff about it I like, but there's also a lot of really stupid shit that makes no sense. Like the guy that had lightning powers for no reason.
What about bees?
Or, yeah, the guy with bee powers.
And I'm just sitting here like, where do I get my powers? Oh yeah,
Bees.
that's in Metal Gear Solid Rising or whatever that.
Metal
shit's
Gear
called.
Rising.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I feel like we should play that. for the
Shockwave to do
just
the
to
good
shit
thing,
on it.
right?
Because
it's not that bad.
I mean, honestly, I just actually want to play it so that I can see Senator Armstrong. that guy's
Oh,
fucking hilarious.
yeah, he is really
Typical
hilarious.
politician.
It's like the guys who wrote
Oh, I
that
just
aren't
killed
even
these people.
taking it seriously either, you know? Are you familiar with that, Kevin? Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Solid? He's this really
It
muscly...
sounds familiar.
The
I'm
guy-
trying-
the
I'm
guy-
trying to put a
Machine,
face.
son. You
I'm
remember
trying to
that?
put a face to it.
Nanomachine, son!
Nanomachine, son.
He's a U.S. senator. He like,
have a dream.
He is literally
fucking...
the
He rips
epitome
off
of
his
every
shirt
US
and he's
senator.
like,
And
ripped.
It's really funny to think about in a Metal Gear Solid game that the final boss is a senator.
Yeah.
You know, I played football.
Also, that is the
Football.
last Metal Gear game in the Metal Gear timeline. So that's like the final boss of the entire series, if you think about it.
I still find it hilarious that it is a senator as the final boss.
I've always thought that the boss fights of the Metal Gear series are the like best reason to play those games because they're always entertaining to me.
Sunshines, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything is wonderful.
Oh no!
Officer Down.
No!
Oh, that's a good movie.
White House down.
He's got his cigar in his mouth still.
And sunglasses.
What a badass.
What a badass.
Oh no, Echo. He's kicking a cop.
This doesn't look good.
I mean, it didn't look good before you started doing that, but yeah.
Yo.
Yo. You guys ever watch Officer Down? I kind of wanted to see that, but I heard it wasn't very good.
Never even heard of it.
Didn't you just say it was a good movie?
No, I was saying that jokingly.
Oh.
It's got that, crap, I forget that guy's name. That
What
guy
about
with
the
the weird
ghost is
eyes.
reacting to cars?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, they didn't notice.
Gentlemen!
No.
Gentlemen. Oh, what?
That was strange.
That you totally had that one.
They all have their guns out
What
and they're
the
being
fuck?
held captive.
No, don't shoot me. I got my gun.
91%.
Oh shit.
Oh! I think we only
Got,
need
like-
like one more thing, right? Or maybe two more.
What happens if you do the evil side missions? Does that get rid of the Reapers as well?
Probably no.
I mean, that wouldn't make much sense, but I'm kind of curious. Do more Reapers come in if you do evil?
Or do the Reapers ignore you? I don't think that's the case.
Do you fear me, Reaper?
Don't fear the Reaper.
Yeah, damn it. I was gonna go there, but yeah, got ahead of me. So, there was a Friday the 13th marathon yesterday. I totally watched the first one.
Yeah.
The Reapers
Dude,
have dumped
Kevin
poison
Bacon.
into our water supply.
Oh no! They've poisoned the water hole!
Not again.
You know, Kevin Bacon denies that he was in that movie.
He did. But he was there.
He's in that movie, but like during an interview, like somebody was asking about his first movie, and he started talking about Footloose, and they're like, "No, I meant Friday the 13th." He's like, "Oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember being in that."
Holy nuts!
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's a turret.
I don't know why he would deny being in one of the most biggest horror franchises of all time.
Maybe he didn't like his performance.
It wasn't that bad. It was probably one of the better performances in that movie. But he wasn't even in it
You
that
know,
long.
probably one of my favorite Kevin Bacon movies was, I think it's called River Wild.
River Wild. What's that about?
It was like, it had Meryl Streep in it, and I think it was called that. I can't remember if it was really called that. It was like a fantastic movie that I rewatched, but I rewatched all the time as a kid, and I shouldn't have because it was pretty violent.
Well, I mean,
Like as a young kid.
We watched a lot of weird things when we were kids, probably, that we probably shouldn't have been able to.
My dad showed me Terminator when I was 4 years old, and there was a sex scene in it.
Well, hey, I think I watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail when I was 8 years old, so.
Oh, come on. That's like, well, not as innocent, but...
Well, no, there's a huge... They go to that castle where there's all those women that want to have sex with him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's probably not exactly child-friendly, but...
We will perform the art of oral sex. It's so fun. Dude, I fucking love that movie.
That
Oh my
movie's
God.
great. I think it's their best, personally.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't really care for Life of Brian that much.
I think it's the second best, to be honest.
Yeah.
Life of Brian. Always look on the bright side of life.
Actually, I think no. I'm sorry. I'm confusing it with their other movie that had life in the title. What was that?
The
one?
Meaning of Life.
Yeah, The Meaning of Life. Yeah, I didn't like that one as much. Oh, we got like two more left, I bet. Yeah.
Oh yes, 100%ing.
Yeah, we're gonna clean up the Neon District, and we'll never come back here again.